plan is we're just going to move them in once she gets.
All right, well, let me get this just like this
Okay.
now.
Cool. All right.
All right, say the ABCs or something.
A B C D E F G.
Oh, my Lord. Here, buddy.
What's that?
Hey, man, there's a writer in the latest virtual about
There's no music yet?
This is hilarious.
Why are you having so much fun?
Because she said that we're on, it's live on the.
Yeah, it's live.
Hey. She's, hi, good to see you.
You know her.
We actually did a Zumba class
Do you still want me to do the ABCs, Paul?
back in the day.
I know.
So great.
Okay. Hello, hello, check, check, check. 1, 2.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. This is Shockoe Sessions Live. It's a weekly live video streaming concert series promoting Richmond's vibrant music scene and rejuvenating your soul with live music from the comfort of your own home. Good evening. Hello, all of our Shockoe music-loving fans. Happy Tuesday. I'm Reese Williams. We are live from In Your Ear Studios, Boot Scootin' Studio A. You'll know why in just a minute, because tonight we are honored with their second performance together as a band. Second, we're number 2. This is Devil's Coattails. They're a band based out of Richmond, Virginia, with members from Dharma Bombs, Dogwood Tales, Blushface, and Pistol Sister. This new supergroup displays that country music isn't a monolith. From waltz to country rock to funky tonk to western swing and everything in between, I can testify, Devil's Coattails hopes to combine storytelling lyricism with dynamic instrumentation. And whoever wrote this loves all those multi-syllabic words. I love it. With lead singers Mackenzie, Roark, and Charlie Jones crooning Trey Burnart's newest narrative songwriting backed by the musical powerhouse of Stephen Kuester, Gatens, and Drew Barnocky. This outfit is a force to be reckoned with and a portal for any stage to become a proper honky tonk like Studio A. Ladies and gentlemen, Devil's Coattails. I knew I was going to love you. I knew it. We finally got back on schedule with the podcast. This room sounds great. And I got to talk to Chuck and Trey last week, and just talking to you and hearing your personality and how just adorable and quirky you guys were, I knew I was going to love your music too.
Thank you. We love you too.
And I love that you call this a super group. Steven's here. He's been on the show before, and we always joke there are certain musicians who are members of multiple bands so they can just keep being on Shockoe.
Yeah, Stephen and Drew could be on here for a few seasons.
Mm-hmm. And welcome every time, that's for sure.
Kuester's always welcome.
So tell us why this is only your second show. I know why, but just what is the abridged version? This is crazy.
Well, we started practicing together at the end of 2019. Well, it's hard to do math. We lost a year. My calendar, but we started practicing the end of 2019, and we were gearing up for our debut show. It was going to be at the Camel in March 2020, and we were going to record with Danny from Dogwood Tales in Harrisonburg, and our first drummer, Drew, has taken the reins for Austin T Camp, who's out in Austin, Texas right now. He got stranded in France and couldn't make the recording session because COVID had just kind of started, and we kept moving back our recording date, and we kept moving back shows and considering like doing a summer thing, and then finally we just hung up the hat for a little bit and finally debuted a year and a half after we thought we would.
Well, you came back strong. You guys sound incredible. It is legitimately a super group when you guys can come together after only one performance, your debut, and sound this good right off the bat. Yeah, you're knocking it out of the park.
Well, we wouldn't sound this good without the wonderful team here in the wonderful room, so we're really thrilled just to be here and be a part of this.
Thank you.
So that first song was Can't Plant Roots, a little rocker, get our synergy flowing. And this next one's called Black Rose Tattoo. It was first released with me and Mackenzie singing it, and I no longer can sing. And Chuck has stepped up to the plate and sings it a hell of a lot better than I ever did. So this one is for anybody who's loved someone enough to go on a road trip and tested that love, and then still love each other more, hopefully.
ain't felt this way in a long while. Let's fill up the tank and empty out the bank. Drive until we get lost. Find each other in another space and time. Space and time. Will you ride shotgun? You can call the turns. Will you ride shotgun? Chase the blue beyond the curve. In the blue of distance, we'll be reborn.
Yeah. Your harmonies are outstanding. They are so incredible. If you're watching at home and you like what you hear, which we know you do, tip the band. Stuff that virtual tip jar. We got a great message from Noda bass player, says hanky tank. And Daniel Jones photo, he says, happy October, y'all. Devil's Coattails sound amazing, and it's good to see Hugh Lightbody's art next to Reese. We're going to get to that eventually, but thank you. Why don't you stuff that tip jar? You like what you see, you like what you hear? That's why we're here.
Please do. That was a blast.
Please, that sounded incredible. I love you two together. That's wonderful.
Thank you very much. It's been fun to get to sing with Mackenzie.
Yeah, likewise.
And that tune was brought to you by Vibrachamp, which was suggested to me by two beautiful humans in this room, the Kuester brothers. And
Thank you, Drew, for trusting me with it. Don't worry, Drew did it for the record that we recorded.
Vibra Slap.
Vibra Slap.
This next song is called Audrey's Waltz. It's a tune I wrote. I was watching the Ken Burns country music doc, and there was this kind of excerpt about Hank passed out in a hallway. He was just real tore up, and somebody asked him what he needed, and he just said he needed, the only drug he needed was Audrey. Something like that. So this is a song that I wrote for what I thought Hank might write towards her, and hope y'all enjoy it. And feel free to dance at home. No one's watching, and it's a great little waltz tune.
Amphetamines can pull me on my feet. sweet drug of your love. I cannot why that I am lonesome. Mind of mine in a sea of pills, but the bliss I miss can only come from your lips. There's a prescription for most medicine that I can refill. A memory, the only drug I need is the sweet drug of your love.
Yes, yes, yes. So this is the second week in a row now that we've had bands who were younger bands do these really cool traditional styles. Last week we had Sweet Potatoes music, and they take traditional jazz and bring it into the new time, which sounded incredible. And you guys as well, that honky tonk. I mean, everybody's young and got this new life into it. How do you come up with the ideas for your... You're sharing the stage with him, Stevens.
He's young. He's younger in spirit than any of us.
You are the primary songwriter. I mean, how do you come up with such cool things to write about?
My mom and dad like raised me around country music and bluegrass and took me to, and they're tuned in. Hey, Mom. Hey,
Hi.
Dad. And they took me to like the Gay Lax Fillers Convention and country shows growing up, and you know, that had a big impact. And then as I got older, I really got into poetry and kind of fused them, because I mean, country lyrics I think are underappreciated in a lot of ways, of just some of the best narrative storytelling that's ever happened. And so I went, as a teen, I was like, this is lame, and I played in hardcore bands with Chris. We've been friends since first grade, second grade? Something like that. It's been a while. But then we both came back to it, because it reminds us both of home, and just the lyricism, especially for me, though, pulled me into the songwriting, because it's just so narrative driven. So it's really fun.
And you're doing it very, very well. And you look like you're having so much fun up there.
I'm having more fun than anybody.
Yeah, there's such great smirk.
Yeah, I don't have to hurt myself, and I don't have to worry about singing, because Charlie and Mackenzie just kill it, and the band's shredding. So we're all just having an incredible time. And this next song, it's our namesake. It's called Devil's Coattails. We just recorded our debut album last weekend with Lance at Minimum Wage Studios, and we're going to call that Devil's Coattails. So there will be a Devil's Coattails, Devil's Coattails, Devil's Coattails. Trying to say that 3 times fast.
Say it 3 times, we show up.
There it is. Poof. Keep them straight.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. We can get a little rowdy. But this, yeah, we're 4 out of 6 of us are Libras, if you're curious. If you're feeling our astrological pull through the
Keep
camera
it balanced.
screen. But this next song I wrote, my dad had a big surgery about a year, 2 years, time, who knows, a bit ago, and I was sitting in the waiting room, and my mom stepped out for a little bit, and the guy sitting beside me had been silent the whole time, and we had this big heart-to-heart about his daughter who was in recovery, and I do think the pandemic's had a big impact on everyone's substance abuse, whether or not they're an abuser. I know a lot of people really leaned on booze and smoking to kind of take the edge off and entertain themselves, but this is a song about how sometimes love is the answer, because I think a lot of times we kind of have a little bit of a hard edge reaction with addicts, and I know a lot of us lost some people to substances this past year, so it's a tune called Devil's Coattails.
Went straight to see new places, running from old places, toward her dream. Thought about Texas, Austin didn't have cheap art spaces, so she settled for Raleigh. She's an abuser. She can quit. Love, speed, and crystal. Almost for a day. She's an addict, but she ain't got toys in the attic. Just relapsed in a motel, riding the devil's coattails.
Talk to him, Stephen.
Eight balls and billiards, barrooms and AA, shooting time away at Boone Saloon. Poppy flower tattoo till eyes roll towards the ceiling, just chasing that fleeting feeling. He's a user. He can quit. Love, smack, and black tar. Almost for a day. He's an addict, but he ain't got toys in the attic. Just OD'd in a hotel, riding the devil's coattails. other suitors. They quit the uppers and downers. Sober day by day. They're still addicts, stuck together now like static, just surviving, riding the devil's coattails.
Yeah, they got clean. Woo! Well, on Shockoe Sessions Live, not only do we like to support our musicians, we love supporting art as well, and it is Artober, which is presented by CultureWorks. They are thrilled to announce it is the 6th annual ArtoberRVA, a month-long celebration of arts and culture in Richmond and the Tri-Cities area throughout October. So I have the whole little write-up here, but we'll probably better speak to someone who's actually in the organization. This is Miss Erin Fry. Hello.
Hello.
I've got the highlights here. That before COVID, nonprofit arts and culture represented $360 million in economic engine for our region and supported 10,000 full-time jobs. How has that changed? Why is this so important that we all get on board?
Yeah, well, everything's changed, as we know, but right now we're really just focusing on hope and healing. And so the goal for ArtoberRVA this year is to really just get the region excited about arts and culture again. Not that we weren't over the past 2 years, but some other things became more prominent. And this is just a really important time for us to really rally around, especially individual artists, individual musicians, new bands, new organizations that are coming up on the scene. We need to support them. And, you know, one way is through tips, money, as we see on the screen the whole night. But another way is actually coming out and supporting what they're doing and being present in arts and culture throughout the whole month and all year long.
And we're doing it a little differently. It's a hybrid this year. So there are in-person events and online events. What's happening? And you're the director of
Programs and Outreach.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what you're talking about. So
Sometimes.
tell
Who knows?
tell us about the virtual and the in-person events that are going on.
Yeah, so right now, you know, we kicked off at Gallery 5 with a happy hour, which was so fun. And Art 180 had a beautiful experience where they called it Black is Youth 365, and youth were selling their artwork on the street. It was incredible. I mean, when I was 15, I was waiting tables. I can't imagine what it's like to be 15 selling my own artwork.
Whenever we feature young artists here, I
yeah.
think, okay, I was skateboarding, skipping school. I mean, yeah, and these lovely people are creating and making a difference in the world.
Yeah, and we just have some amazing partners. Intermission Beer is doing like an Artober beer this year. The Folk Fest is back this weekend. We had Second Street Festival. We have a private event that's happening next week with Trey Charles. He's a local musician. He played at River Rock, and he contacted me and asked if he could do something for the youth in our community. So it's a private event in a Better Housing Coalition community, but he's going to kick off a singer-songwriter open mic experience and workshop songs with youth while in front of each other and along with each other, and it should be really powerful. So we're hoping to replicate that in months to come, but that's going to be really special too.
That is
there's
so
a lot going
much
on.
fun. A whole lot,
Yep.
a whole lot. You can find out more information at ArtoberVA.com. Your mission statement is to increase awareness and participation in our region's abundant art and culture community. Yep, and to highlight, spotlight diversity and cultural appropriation, all the good messaging that we need right now.
Yeah, big focus on cultural equity now and always, but considering everything that happened last year, it just brought so much to light for all of us about how much we need to celebrate each other and celebrate our roots and celebrate the land that we're standing on and just why we're able to be here doing what we're doing right now. Who made that possible? And so celebration, elevation of each other together, and just building community. Those are the goals this year, you know, and again, just hope and healing. And we're just so thankful for everyone that has been supporting arts and culture throughout this time, everybody that supported the COVID-19 Relief Fund that we managed.
Yes, that was with the auction last year. We had the auction that we displayed artwork, and people went online and donated for pieces, and You guys made a great little sum to help with art because there were artists who were making a living being an artist, and that all came to a halt.
Yeah, so we gave away awarded hundreds of grants to individual artists, individual dancers, jugglers, actors, every kind of art that you can think of, art form. People applied, and we were able to just keep raising money. So we're so thankful to the community that has supported that fund. That was really, so we couldn't have done it without the community. And
Thank you so
Richmond
much.
and the region and you guys.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
Culture Works.
big
Hello,
time.
Scott. I hope Scott's watching.
Yeah.
So visit richmondcultureworks.org. You can also visit ArtoberRVA.com. And then tonight's artwork, this super cool piece behind me, this is Virginia Beach visual artist Huey Lightbody with the coolest name ever. Huey Lightbody reignited their creative journey after parting from what may be considered an orthodox path of life. Huey believes heavily in the power of the psyche and the ability to manifest one's own reality. I love it. A reality chosen for themselves. Huey's growth and evolution as an artist has given way to the many mediums of creation and study, and furthermore, the multidimensional aspects of such practices are rooted in communication. Love this. Huey's work is an effort to bring acknowledgement to the forever surrender, the pattern that is wrung from inner standing complexities in the conceptualization of death and life. There's a lot going on in this piece. It's beautiful. There were a couple of other pieces as well. Everybody needs to go online and check out Huey Lightbody. This work is incredible. Just beautiful. And everyone says it's the perfect palette for our clothes and our hair tonight. So we're just trying to coordinate it all. That's what I say. So visit ArtoberVA.com and RichmondCultureWorks.org. Erin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Reese, so much.
I really appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing.
too.
We
Thank
need
you.
it. Thank you. All right. We have another one, another piece of art.
Absolutely.
Art for the ears.
This next one's called Rosewood Cafe. This is our diss track. I'm not going to say for who, but this is for employers who don't treat their employees with just practice. So, no names here.
Thank you, baby.
She worked in Rosewood Cafe, and every day on her lunch break, she stared out the window, contemplating the seeds that won't grow, debating which dream to let go, and wondering what the hell she was searching for a purpose. But we settle for health insurance, pay
incredible. That is so much fun. A few comments. Sean Newman says, tasty, tasty bass lines. And Sarah Halpern says, killing it! Exclamation point.
We love Sean Newman. Collectively, there is an immense amount of love for Sean Newman. So
Remember the story about the bridge breaking at the beginning of the show from the podcast? That
Yes.
was Sean Newman.
Ah, okay. See, everybody just needs to tune in. We finally have another episode up of This Room Sounds Great. And you guys were fantastic guests. You were so entertaining. Your stories were wonderful.
It was a great time. Gosh.
Very easy to talk to.
Why, thank you. I've done it a few times. So we're show number 2. What's going to be show number 3?
Show number 3 is going to be December the 4th with Holy Roller and Cassidy Snyder and the Wranglers at the Fuzzy Cactus.
Nice.
This show hasn't been announced yet, but we just leaked it. This is the leak. I got stuff in my beard.
I've been trying to do it subtly, y'all, but I just had to grab that.
Every time I've looked at anyone on stage, they pulled something out of my beard. But
That primate grooming, I love it.
that's going to be our next full band show.
Okay.
But this Sunday, Charlie, Mackenzie, myself, and a large slew of songwriters are doing a benefit for Richmond Mutual Aid at the Camel. It's a John Prine tribute where everybody's going to play a few John Prine songs.
And it's his birthday. It's John Prine's birthday.
Love
it's
it.
JP's B-Day.
JP,
So,
if you're in the know.
yeah, it's going to be a great cause and a great time, and I'm going to cry a lot. And it'll
You
be
can cry a lot, too.
yeah.
Bring your tissues, head to the Camel on Sunday.
Yeah, those are our next few things.
Will there be a tear in your beer tray?
There's always a tear in my beer. That's just an aesthetic.
We're loving it.
Yeah, so we're real pumped for that, and we're just, this is a real joy. This is our interweb debut. We don't know what to do with our hands or our eyes, so I'm picking different places to stare, and I hope it looks cool. That's but see, I'm not funny, but if that happens, then people laugh. That's what I need in everyday life.
This is why you're the supergroup.
Yes, it takes a team to make me funny. But this next song is called The Legend of Old Red Reed, and my grandma goes by, wait, is that not next? Oh,
The next one with lyrics is The Legend of Old Red Reed.
thank you. This next song is Brown County Breakdown. It's Bill Monroe, right? Yeah. So if you know this song, you'll be confused, and if you don't know it, then you'll be amused.
I was definitely amused.
That song was brought to you by Satan's Pocket, aka our rhythm section.
Never make me play the egg shaker sober again. Ever again.
This is a threat.
Max B chimed in and said, "I always need more pedal steel in my life. Thanks, Stephen." And then he also said, "Killing it, Drew." That was so much fun.
You were really scooting over there.
I know. That was a great one. That was fun.
Well, I hope the interweb world is having a good time and dancing and getting your drink on, because we're all sober as a jaybird, as an Annie would say, and that is not quite the way we generally play a show. So this is a new experience.
Why'd you keep it dry on our account?
Something new for show number 2.
Just felt so official here, so like fancy. We had to dress up. I don't know.
Yeah, we're on good behavior.
You put on airs.
Yeah, we're putting on airs. And I got stuff in my beard hairs. And it's
Saving it for later.
Hairs, yeah. Well, here's that song that Trey was really excited to play about 5 minutes ago.
And we're back. We're just gonna splice that in the after production. But anyways, this song, my ninny, aka my grandma, aka my grandma is better than yours. No offense, but we discovered this big pile of old photographs from her mom, my great grandmama, and great grandpa, Happy and CT, and they built Harley Davidsons on their farm out in Botetourt County. And he lost his leg in a Harley accident, and then went on to build one of the first double-engine drag race bikes, and was just can I cuss?
Yeah, sure.
A badass overall. He was like an okay cuss. My mom's not upset. She might be. But we found this amazing collection of photographs, and there was just this mean-looking dude who always had a cigarette out of one lip and popped wheelies everywhere, and then he told me all these, the mythology of Red Reed. So I kind of wove that into this little funky groove.
light on your face, Trey, I can't even tell you. It's so awesome to watch you.
Well, there was a long, big smile through a lot of that because I realized it's naked as a jaybird, and I was like, Ninny would be so let down that I got that mixed up. But anyways, I was having an internal conversation. It's also having a hell of a good time.
You are.
These fine folks. It's very, very groovy.
Mm-hmm.
We have one more tune.
No.
I know. It's a short party. We party hard, not long.
This next one is the one that I got stuck in my head the most over the pandemic, so I spent a lot of time in a beer cooler just stocking shelves and singing the awoo part. You'll hear it. Yeah. Much nicer here, I'm sure.
So when you guys were playing this before, it was just the three of you? Like all these songs? Or this is the first time you've played, like, your songs have come to life?
This collective entity of songs, this is the second show.
Wow. I just can't get over it. I mean, they just sound incredible.
Yeah, Drew joined the team, and we're so grateful. Everybody give it up at home for Drew Barnocky. Yeah. And this is a good time to introduce before we're done. We have Stephen Kuester on the pedal steel.
Howdy.
What a good-looking guy.
I know.
His mama's here. We know where he gets it from.
Aww.
And
hi, Mama Kuester.
And this is Charlie Chuck Jones.
I'm just happy to be here.
We got Mackenzie Roark.
Woo! Thank you.
Chris Gatens.
Yes.
Bring in the funk.
Trey Burnart Hall on the guitar and the songwriting.
Thank you.
It's just so much fun.
We're having
So
more fun
much
than
fun.
y'all are. But I do want to warn you, at home, if your dog is around, it might howl. Because there's a lot of howling on this one. So be ready to piss off your neighbors with a big smile. That's the goal of this song within the live stream. This is a song called Harvest is Done. Sing along with us at home, because no one can judge you whether you're in tune, out of tune, or in between. This has been an honor, a great time, and our studio audience was attentive and beautiful, and just this has been a joy. So thank you all.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, all parents tuned in.
A white tail eats them all. Grow tomatoes on the patio. Watch as the world turns cold. Harvest is done and the winter's setting in. Time's a coyote in a granny den. Feels frost over his hair turns gray. Life's just a season, slowly passing away. Hit space. On a fishing boat in a yellow raincoat, and when the biting's good, my brittle bones hurt. Harvest is done and the winter's setting in. Time's a coyote in a granny den. Feels frost over his hair turns gray. Life's just a season, slowly passing away. done and the winter's setting in. Time's a coyote in a granny den. Feels frost over his hair turns gray. Life's just a season, slowly passing away.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't say this enough times. We're Devil's Coattails from Richmond, Virginia, and this room sounds great. Thank you for tuning in to Shockoe Sessions Live.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you know it's the part I detest the most. That is our show for tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Devil's Coattails. Thank you to everybody who's been here before, to everybody who's new. I love, you know, when I was interviewing you guys, you were so down to earth and so humble, and now that I see how talented you are, it just makes me appreciate your demeanor and your character so much more that, you know, you're just so sweet and yet you're so wildly talented. So keep it up, please. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes who makes the magic happen. Of course, Carlos, Andrea, Paul, Matthew, Eric, Billy, Charlie, Dave, Fiona. Thank you to CultureWorks for putting on ArtoberRVA. So visit richmondcultureworks.org and ArtoberRVA.com. Everybody needs to check out Huey Lightbody's. Make sure I got that right. Huey Lightbody, because it was such a cool name. Huey Lightbody. Make sure you check out his artwork. We're going to be back next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. That is October 12th. And we're going to have back Classical Revolution RVA. We don't know what the format is going to be. They did something really cool last time with shanties and plundering, and who knows what they're going to bring this time, but it's going to be amazing next Tuesday, 7:30. And then the last Tuesday of the month, we're going to be live at Hardywood with Janet Morris. So that's going to be very, very cool. We'll be there live. Excuse me? Martin. Sorry, didn't have it in my notes. Janet Martin. Thank you to everybody behind the scenes once again. But we will join you next Tuesday at 7:30. And that is a wrap, y'all. Bye.